are you doing? Today we will be doing stuff. Probably we'll go to another um, map, another place. I say that probably we're going to start the Exalted Plains because I don't know these ones how many with the level that you need. So I will be maybe seeing which level we need to have this one or maybe these two because I don't remember. I know that these two are the last ones that we need to visit because they're very difficult now. So I know that, I remember that, but I don't remember the rest. So let's do it. Let's see if Callum has something else to say.
Yes?
I think I should know.
Is there anything I should know?
I believe Dagna has settled in well. She's certainly very cheerful.
Is that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. The risk is small at present.
I think I should know.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
That's all.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
No, not really. Oh, well, is that what? Solos, something.
My friend.
Investigate. What about Corypheus?
I need to know more about Corypheus.
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. You must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Ole into chaos, and then conquer it for Tevinter.
Let's see if there is something
I'd
else.
like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about old ruins.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found an ancient dwarven tide no longer sheltered by the stone. An earthquake had exposed it all to daylight. 1,000 dwarven corpses lay, the victims of a dark-spawn horde. Their last stand marked by one great ring of armor. In the middle, one small body, clutching tightly to a small stuffed toy.
Oh no. Tell me about spirits.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their story. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the Fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten, great for Elden formed, because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Tell me about the old memories.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun. The first time he had seen it, the tears were streaming from his eyes. I thought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh. We came here the last time and there was nothing in here. Come on. Okay, thank you. This one. Yeah. We need to talk to the other ones. Dorian. Okay.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were you two involved?
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
What about yourself?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry.
I ran into Fiona. Seems you have Alexius serving the mages. There's some justice in that after what he did to them. Maybe one day he'll realize it.
What about Alexius?
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hosburg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
I'm sorry.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Did you miss him?
Was it hard being away from him?
It was hard not having a patron, yes. Not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
That's enough.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Of course not. I'm always...
Always with the questions. What will people say?
That's
I
enough.
should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
What? You saw what I saw. This guy just came from the ceiling. Oh no? The nest?
I heard of your verdict on Alexius, Inquisitor. Servitude is kinder a punishment than I would have given, but I won't complain. He may wish you'd done worse. My fellows have some interesting ideas on exactly what he can do as compensation.
Investigate? No. Carry on.
I'll leave you to it.
Thank you so much. Something else. Liliana,
Did you need something?
any updates?
Anything I should know? I've nothing to report at the moment.
Thank you.
I'll leave you to your work.
Travel. Okay. Mother Giselle.
Inquisitor? My Lady Inquisitor. It's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Winter.
What has he done? Bad news.
Nothing good, I expect.
If you have reservations about his presence here, I share them. But this is another matter. I have been in contact with his family. House Paras out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
They're not in good terms.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped.
Is that okay? What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhat private, away from Skyhold, but not in Winter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
What about they contact you?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want to tell him?
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have problems. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Is this legitimate? Sorry. Oh my goodness.
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
I think about it. I'm not going to trick Dorian. I think about it.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I should pray for your success, and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for. Is it?
For me, it's a kind of trap. Can we talk to Dorian? Maybe we need to talk to Dorian. Okay, I got stuck.
Committed to independence, I shame.
Yeah, the wrong turn. Just in case, be safe.
Questions.
Dorian about Tell Dorian about his family's intended meeting.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
It could be a Venetori plan.
This could be the Venatori. Lure us somewhere remote, then an ambush.
Perhaps, although this does look like my father's penmanship. Or could he have joined the Venatori? No, that can't. Well, anything's possible. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with the message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
What is the issue between you?
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
Let's go.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
I am not hiding things from him. No, my dear. I need to see Vivian. I don't remember how to go there. Yes. Over here. Yep. But I got stuck by furniture. That's nice.
You've made such intriguing design choices for the castle, my dear. They must be inspired.
You're too kind.
Thank you, Vivian. I'm glad you approve.
When things have settled down a bit, I will take you to Valroyo and introduce you to my seamstress. And appearances are important. We can't have you mistaken for a commoner.
I suppose you're right.
I suppose it's important to show we're an authority to be respected.
Not just respected, my dear. Awed, feared, aspired to. You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the coin of the nobility. You must be a woman who commoners aspire to be, and to whom nobles bow.
And style is enough? There's a lot to live up to. And style is enough? I will go for this one.
And you think I can accomplish this purely through fashion?
It is a weapon in your arsenal. Don't overlook it, my dear. The stories of your accomplishments will spread, and with them, doubt. Are you truly the woman from the tales? They will question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see. They must see someone greater than legends.
You hold the divine to that.
If that's your standard for me, what does the divine have to live up to?
Andraste and the Maker cast very large shadows. The divine absolutely must set the example for all Thedas. She must seem to be the embodiment of the Maker to the faithful. She needs the authority of the Maker and the charisma of Andraste. It will be no small task to fill that vacant throne.
Can I say that? Thank you. As you can see, we are talking to all of them.
Did you need something, darling?
Investigate. Back. Okay, never mind. That's all I need to know. Nothing else. We found two more, another piece, so yeah. But we have this one completed. I have no idea what it is, but we have that completed. Yeah, okay, this one goes down. Ah, I see which one is. Okay. Let's talk to Josephine, shall we? Just in case she needs to tell us something. Oh wait, I got the wrong door for some reason. But let me check if I want to change her actually. Can I change clothes? Yeah, thank you. from where out where hmm. Armor Eternal. Yeah. No, let's go for casual. Oh, okay. I see now. I like this one. It's supposed to be like something that you don't see or you won't see in the castle is um the castle restored 100%. Something that it would have been nice. Okay, now Josephine. Something? Yeah.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nevada, Your Worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I help?
Can I do anything to help negotiations? Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
I hope it doesn't wear on you.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy. It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antigua. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
Discuss them with me.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me. I wouldn't wish to impose. If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered. Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests? The Duke of Kellington, apparently. And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jenner still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
I didn't think about it.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice. You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
I think you're invaluable.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories. I'll try to curtail their leg next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
It was always nice to talk to a friend. Oh, if I should have known. Oh. I wouldn't talk to her. Sorry. anything else. Yeah, this might be
It's good to see you.
common personal questions. Investigate. Tema para Antiva. Who's in charge of Antiva?
Who rules Antiva?
Officially, the Principality of Antiva is governed by His Majesty King Fugelno II. In reality, Antiva's merchant princes rule the country in everything but name. Quite loudly, I might add.
Is that first-hand experience?
What sort of dealings did you have with these merchant families?
As ambassador, I attended Privy Council meetings in a mediatory capacity. May I just say, one has never heard an argument until they've sat in on 15 princes howling down each other's tariff suggestions.
How does anything get done? It doesn't sound dull.
If you must deal with legislation, at least it's lively.
It's all a part of life in Antiva. Our traditions value passion and romance, a certain exuberance of style.
You're not very exuberant.
Are you positive you're Antivan?
I can be most exuberant when it's called for, just at the right moments and in a proper fashion. Might we speak of something else?
The Royal Antiva. What's living in Antiva like?
What's the land like in Antiva?
The setter areas are quite lush. The vineyards run as far as the eye can see in some places. Antiva City, however, perches right up against the Rialto Bay. That's what I miss most. The sea crashing against the maze of the docks.
You spend time there?
I have difficulty seeing you wandering around a trading port.
Everyone in Antiva City spends time by the ships, my lady. The finest restaurants and poets all make their habitation by the sea. The waterfronts never still. Lanterns are lit along the promenade no matter what the weather.
Do you miss Antiva?
Are you ever homesick?
Occasionally. When a breeze stirs the trees in the garden, I sometimes pretend it's the sound of the surf. Do you know, I even miss those terrible squawking birds infesting the harbor. My younger sister used to throw whole loaves of bread to the gulls. Silly thing.
Investigate. What of your family fortune?
You said the Montiliers used to run an entire trading fleet. What happened?
There was a scandal in Val Royaux more than an age ago. The Montiliers were forbidden from trading with Orlais. Our personal fortunes never quite rebounded.
A while age ago.
Does anyone in Orlais even remember what that scandal was?
I doubt it, but the injunction persists.
What exactly happened?
An affair with a minor lord. Perhaps. Most other details are lost.
Wait, you don't even know?
Are you saying your family's livelihood was ruined because of a love affair no one even remembers?
Essentially. Orlesian politics are full of these unhappy little missteps, Inquisitor.
What's your past with Liliana?
You haven't really gone into detail about how you know Liliana.
We met... let me think. We met the last few years of my schooling, but we became friends after I became ambassador to Orlais. It seems terrifyingly long ago now.
What prompted the reunion?
How exactly did you and Liliana reconnect in the Inquisition?
I discovered my family had been overcharging a merchant we traded with for months. Our name carries a great deal of trust in Antiva. I spent weeks arranging a string of favors as suitable recompense. Apparently satisfied, the merchant extended me an invitation to her estate. Liliana greeted me in place of the merchant.
That sounds like her.
I assumed there was more to it than a strange way to say hello.
It was a test of sorts. Liliana claimed she needed someone of painful integrity for the Inquisition. I accepted, once she finally explained what it was.
Are you still friends?
Do you remain close?
Yes, but she's grown so much more distant than the outgoing woman I met in Val Royaux. Liliana used to wander the Orlesian courts, singing the sweetest songs, charming the greatest wits. Now she collects secrets and takes risks that would make empires tremble. I worry, but she will not hear it.
You talk often then?
Does Leliana confide in you?
She enjoys revisiting our more disastrous adventures. Leliana used to concoct the most ridiculous plans. Run if you ever see her with a twine ball, a measuring stick, and a handkerchief.
Okay, I will. What's your family like?
Tell me about the Montiliers.
Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Antiva City. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace. My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
What are you arranging in?
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estates to prove they're worthy of succession. If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
That sounds exhausting. That must require compromise.
I imagine there must be give and take between a family heir and their parents.
There is a fair amount of arbitration. Bickering, if one is less polite. But managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
You sound determined.
Is running your family's estate that important to you?
I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilier never shuns their familiar duty. Taxing as those duties can sometimes be.
Maybe your family can help.
Maybe your siblings could help lighten your burden.
You don't know them. But Lorien in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
Where did you grow up?
Where were you raised, Josephine?
I was born in Antiva City. But when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Val Royaux. But I bawled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
That's too funny. How sad that must
You
have
must have
been.
missed her terribly.
I did. And she was most unsympathetic to my wailing. But my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
What was the school like?
What did you learn at this finishing school in Val Royaux?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette. I still remember Madame Valentir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
What did you think of LA?
How did the younger you like Val Royaux when you arrived?
Have you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real? That was Val Royaux to me. So beautifully foreign. I gaped at its spires for months.
Are there none in Antigua?
Does Antiva City have nothing that compares to Val Royaux?
Antiva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Saharan, the Anderfels, whatever lies past the Amarantine Ocean.
Goodbye.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Let's see.
A pleasure.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Goodbye.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Thank you for the story. So this is kind of catching up. Barry, you need to say something?
I've got a minute if you need something.
Hawk?
I read your tale of
Well,
the jump.
That's a pretty common
Okay,
reaction.
never mind.
I've got a minute if you need something.
Let's discuss Inquisition.
Did you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able
Understood.
back to
Yeah, just ask him again
looking for
something.
someone to talk your ear off. I think I
Personal
can buy.
question.
You want to talk about me?
That's enough for now. Okay,
No.
nothing else. Good. So I talked to all of them. I need to talk to Cole again. And Red Ball. Iron Ball. Oops. How is that I call him like a beverage?
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing, though,
What can I do for you?
Goodbye.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Who advised before her? Does anyone remember?
Why was it
I don't want to listen any music. Sir?
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
Resources are precious. I'm listening.
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vershel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Investigate. Who told you about this?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
Yes. Who would I be working for?
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
Wasn't in it for me. What's in it for me?
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
I have people take a look.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Something else we need to talk to.
Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
Investigate. Thoughts on our progress?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out right. You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. Praying's nice, I suppose. Corypheus bit, though. Shite.
Corypheus.
Coryphinus.
Corypheus.
Sack Splash. I know his name. Doesn't deserve the respect of me saying it, does he?
Any opinions of allies?
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
No. That's good for now.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Okay. Cole. Let's see if Cole has something else to say.
She hurts, but helping hurts more. She sees the strings that pull me, eyes like raisins in a stale cookie.
You've done good things.
So, Cole,
No, goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
If I say he should stop doing those things, I want to talk to Blackwall before going to Cassandra. Okay. Blackwall.
This is just... It's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm glad.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a Chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Wise words.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
Grand Tourney? Tourney.
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
What happened?
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
A generous act.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
It all turned out.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Thank you, Blackwall. Okay.
Yes?
Our warden's been corrupted.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
We need to find them.
If this is true, then all wardens are in danger. Even you. We'd better find your brothers.
I agree. If Hawk's given you an idea where to start, we should get moving immediately.
Investigate. Tell me about the wardens.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
How do you kill an archdemon?
How do the Wardens deal with archdemons?
Short answer. Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
I suppose you'd know.
I'll trust that you know what you're talking about.
We'll manage, if it comes to that.
You can speak later.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, thank you. Another one.
At your service.
Investigate. Know much about Corypheus.
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that. Stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Investigate. What didn't you know?
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
It's all that Corypheus lives. Sorry.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
No, I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
Are they more like Corypheus?
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
Enough about this.
Let's discuss something else.
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Investigate. Okay, back. That's enough talking.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Thank you. And last, Cassandra. Oh, again. I can just go. We need to give her the book. I'll just save it.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Sit out of it.
I
No,
expected
sorry.
you to tell the truth.
Sorry.
Look at her. She's finally lost it.
This is fine.
We
Wait a second.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved most.
Afghanistan. Wait a second, wait a second. No.
We all know.
Wait a second.
I'm such a fool.
This is the better. No. I don't care, I don't care. Load. I'm sorry. We need to intervene, okay. That's great.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
Sorry.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Intervene.
Hey, enough! You're taking his side? I said enough! We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
What done is done.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
We need to work together.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
Ah, I understand.
He did bring Hawk. Late, perhaps, but Hawk is with us. As are you.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if it had been different?
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Mage Rebellion after all.
she wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Don't blame yourself.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. I don't know what's to come, but you're more than I could have hoped for. What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
This is your doing.
I hoped you liked it. You'd like it.
I was hoping you'd be happy about it.
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsmen...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Thank you.
Thank Varric.
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
She liked it. I like that.
Planning troop movements now.
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make things better.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Those are more admirable goals.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You admire me.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
Do what must be done. I do what must be done. Obey my conscience. I make it up as I go.
I'm guided by what my conscience tells me.
Your conscience must speak more clearly than mine.
I doubt it, but I do my best.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
I hope you're friends.
I hope we can call each other friends.
I hope so too. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you, Cassandra. Another thing that you can tell
I
me?
trust all is well.
I like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must guard Skyhold carefully. There is no telling when Corypheus will next attack.
I like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Watch the new recruits. Lilianus' spies are inevitable, and I agree.
Like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Nothing that you could not think of yourself, Inquisitor.
Bye.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Well, let me visit one more. That is Barrick. Because actually, we've done something for him. So probably he will say something about it. So, yeah. And then I will go to the first place.
Inquisitor.
There we go. Are you alright?
That got a little heated. Are you all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I believe you.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Another one.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
You beat him before.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
We find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
This isn't your fault.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Well, thank you. Let's try to see if he has something else to say.
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
special. Do you believe I am the Herald?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
You believe in Andraste?
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Are those my only options? Could be both.
Let's be realistic. It could be both.
You've got a point. Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
I see your point. So I have divine bad luck.
So, on the basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing.
Okay, thank you. Something else.
I can spare some time. What do you need?
I have questions about Hawk.
I read your tale of the...
That's a pretty common reaction.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
Okay. There we go. Nothing else. Okay, that is the last thing. But, as I promised, how many things I have? Thank goodness. Ah, yeah. I know. Now I understand. Let me plant some stuff and then we go to the next location. So next video we'll...
nursery with not a space wasted. We'll want for nothing.
What are you doing here?
So busy. Thank you for that.
Okay. What about you? What did you say?
Your worship.
Okay. Goodbye.
Farewell, revered mother.
Be well, Inquisitor.
Okay, nothing. Good. What are the plans? Yeah. Then seed common. Okay. Rare. Let's go dragon horn. Rare dragon horn. And this one. Dragon horn. There we go. And this one. The other one that we unlocked. Something that I will do. Let me just go a second. Let me just go and get some stuff actually. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I was hoping to get something from here. Okay, we need Cassandra there. And Dorian. Where is Dorian? Confirm. I will get Crystal Grace just to have that one. And well, now that I found that there was a mission, we will do that next time. But I want to have the thing next. Sorry, I didn't expect that. I wanted to recollect the ones that we already found so I can have them and then go to the first location that I mentioned, that it will be the Exalted Place. But well, that was not it. So yeah, let me find where it must be. The crystal grazes about here somewhere. But this one, we haven't gotten a seed. We did a seed, so this might take a while. Be frankly honest. Oh, did I get it? Oh, I didn't get the seed. Oh, what is that? I haven't did this? Okay. That was strange. Oh, we already have that one. We need to find the seed. No. As you can see, there are not enemies around here. We already have that one. We need... Oh, yes, it's an enemy, but it's not the enemy we needed. Oh, we already have that. I think there's another one around here. I don't remember exactly. I think these parts are more of that crystal grace thing. There we go. This is another one. Let's hope I have a seed. Give me a seed. Come on. No. Oh, come on, man. Oh, that is. Oh, that is the Red Templar. Oh. The other way around, woman. Oh.
Red Templars. Corypheus must have sent them here for some reason.
I just found two, but nothing else. Okay. Let's see if I can get at least one seed of this. Nope. It says when you get a seed, so I might be... Oh, there's another one here. Please. Nope. Okay. I wanted to have a seed of that one. Unless one of these ones. Nope. This one. Nope. What's happening that I don't have the seed? Okay. A bit. Okay. No, they're not giving me seeds for some reason. Ah, great. We found seeds. Well, we found one seed, not the other one. So I think that it would be great to end the video here. Have her mission. Let me just go to this camp. So next time I can do the route again and try to find more seeds of the ones that are the crystal grace flowers or plants or whatever you want to call them, and Cassandra's mission, that is this one, and this one, and finish business. That is the only one, and there is another one here with Dorian, so we can do the two of them, and then we can jump to the next one. That is, I want to start doing the Exalted Plains, or one of these two, depends on the levels. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.